So everything here was good. The soup dumplings, however, were spectacular. But these are much bigger than the spoons. Often the trick to eating this is you make a small hole in it and the soup drains into the spoon, then you drink the soup out of the spoon. If I do that, it's going to go all over the table. But if I bite into it, it's going to burn my mouth. I don't know what I'm going to do here. Oh, that's a nice soup. It's got a lot of savoriness, but also some sweetness to it.
Really good? Better than Chin Tao Bao? Really?
Yes.
Oh wow, it's beautiful. Much bigger than Chin Tao Bao.
That's very tasty. We were at dinner the other night, and our waitress, who was very friendly and a good waitress, by the way, she got a 30% tip, so that shows you how good a waitress she was.
A good pizza spot that's around here, Pizzeria Badia is really good.
Okay.
They're worth checking out.
Okay.
Definitely more of like a casual spot, but it is still like a sit-down dinner.
She told us, while you're in Philly, you have to come to Dim Sum Garden and try their dumplings because their dumplings are really something special. Well, we looked it up and it turns out that the guy who started this place actually worked in Shanghai at the restaurant where they originally invented xiaolongbao or soup dumplings. And so we've decided we're coming here today. We're going to have a late breakfast or a brunch, and we are going to try their xiaolongbao. We're going to try their other dumplings. We're going to have ourselves a nice Chinese food brunch in Philly. Cookie fat choy. Yes. Okay, we'd like one order of the spicy pork xiaolongbao. Let's get one order of the char siu bao, and then the sticky rice and pork shumai. And then let's also, you wanted the mapo tofu noodles?
The mapo tofu.
Okay, and that's it. Oh, and tea.
So good, but we
Yeah.
eat too much.
And tea. Tea, sir. Tea.
What kind of tea? You don't know.
It's probably like oolong tea or something. Oh, it's red.
Oh. You gotta ask what kind of tea that is.
Hibiscus tea?
Yeah, it's a pretty color.
Yes, it's very red. Oh, that's a nice tea. This looks like char siu bao.
Okay, right.
Yes, this is the char siu bao, and it's very hot.
Smells so good when I open it.
It's going to be even more beautiful when it gets in my belly. Very tasty, but painful. It's very hot. So it's very interesting. If you look at the xiaolongbao here, the soup dumplings, you'll notice their shape is different than what you see in a lot of other restaurants in the USA. They really are very perfectly formed with very, very wide bottom and like a twisted top. That's very good. And I have never seen a shumai that looks so much like a soup dumpling as this before.
So pretty.
Yes, most shumai we get in Hawaii, we call it pork hash. It's just basically a dumpling. This, there's like stuffing at the bottom of it. So it all looks good. And of course, mapo tofu we like all the time.
I love mapo tofu.
We got ourselves mapo tofu noodles.
Yeah.
Very tasty, and the bok choy gives it a nice little substance to it. It's very good. It is spicy, but it's very good.
The best chili oil I ever
but these are much bigger than the spoon. Often the trick to eating this is you make a small hole in it and the soup drains into the spoon, then you drink the soup out of the spoon. If I do that, it's going to go all over the table. But if I bite into it, it's going to burn my mouth. I don't know what I'm going to do here.
Really good?
That's very tasty. Definitely Philly is probably one of the places I would call the best food city in America. You should come here for that reason. This may be the best soup dumpling I've had.
Really? Looks beautiful.
It's a little spicier than the others, but it's very good. Shumai is different than what I expected because it's got a lot of sticky rice inside. So it's more sticky rice than pork. It's still tasty, but it wasn't what I expected. This is definitely a worthwhile eating place. It's cash only, so remember to bring about $40 or so. Our breakfast cost us $40 between the two of us. The average dumplings were $7, and our mapo tofu noodles were $12. Generally, it's really reasonable, but you do have to bring cash. Now, Philadelphia is one of two cities, along with Boston, that sparked the American Revolution. The whole concept of freedom, it originated in this town and in Boston. But you know, the food here is so good that you're not going to find any of our videos about the tourist attractions relating to the American Revolution. Those of you who've been watching for a while know what a big American Revolution fan I am. If you're coming here, you can go and see the Liberty Bell. You can go to the Benjamin Franklin area where he lived and grew up and worked. You can go to Independence Hall where they signed the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution of the United States of America. You can go to Penn's Landing, which is a kind of a fun place, and they got a lot of activities and events. We're not going to video any of those this trip because the food is so good, we couldn't stop videoing food while we've been here. Every single restaurant we ate at was great, and some of them were truly spectacular. Young and I were both talking, and we said, you know, if we come back to Philadelphia, it's for the food only. We're probably coming back here to eat. This is a good place to eat. And we got to come back and try Zahav, which is the Israeli restaurant that's the father of Laser Wolf, where we ate and had a spectacular Israeli dinner. So